Put on my Merlin Turpins jacket so I can match my motor. Yeah. Okay. So what are my performance expectations of this wheel? I think it's very important to be pragmatic about these things. I'm a 230-pound guy. So, a smaller person in a speed run, if their balls are as big as mine, they're going to always be able to, obviously, outrun a bigger person in a speed run type of situation on the same wheel. But what wheels like this do for bigger guys like me is kind of equalize that situation a little bit. It's probably why big guys like me are typically drawn to these bigger wheels, because they're more powerful and they have more battery. Wheels like the Sherman and the Monster Pro and the X, the EXN and the X that are all out. The four giant road-going wheels that are out, and three of them are going to be promise to be very fast wheels. We all know that the X is not such a super fast wheel at the top end, but its sibling, the EXN, promises to be an incredibly fast wheel. But those are the types of wheels that really attract bigger guys, because it enables us to kind of equalize the performance advantages in terms of speed, straight line speed, that some of the smaller guys get with these types of street wheels. Now, characteristically, street wheels are different than road wheels. Obviously, they're not as powerful, so they often can't reach the same top speeds. You're only as strong as your weakest link. So regardless of how powerful a motor is, if there are components that don't feed that kind of power to the motor, it doesn't really make a difference. Which is why the RS performs very similarly to the MSP-C30, even though it has 600 watts of motor power. The weakness in that system, the battery, motherboard, and motor, the weakness in that system, in my opinion, is the battery. And because they both have the same weak battery, they both kind of perform the same. The smaller motor and the less powerful motor in the MSP-C30 doesn't seem to make much of a difference when it comes to extreme or top end performance. When you get to the higher echelons of speed, they both kind of perform the same, in my opinion. This one will be faster than those wheels because it has an extra parallel, because it has extra battery, and it's a badass wheel. First, beside that, it's a badass wheel. So, but the power supply is better. So it's going to be, I expect it to be a faster wheel than those wheels, but I do not expect it to be as fast as the road-going wheels, top end, that are coming out. Road-going wheels, like I said, are typically going to be faster and top end speed. And that's just a characteristic that they're able to have because they're bigger, they can fit more battery in there, and so on and so forth. If you start stacking batteries in a street wheel, you won't have much of a street wheel. You just have a short, boxy ass road wheel. And it won't perform like a street wheel if it's really, really heavy. You know what I'm saying? So, engineering is about balance. It's about doing things in a balanced way. So if you want a certain type of wheel, you have limits. And if you exceed those limits, then you change the type of wheel that you have. So, you really have to understand what a street wheel does. And the street wheels are my favorite. Ironically, even though I'm a big guy, road-going wheels are not my favorite wheels. I like the speed that they offer if I'm out on the road, but I often ride in the city. I ride in congested conditions a lot. I do that a lot, and that's like my favorite place to ride. That's just a preference that I have. And because I like to ride in those types of conditions, street wheels are more attractive to me. I don't care about the top end because I dare anybody to go through DC traffic at 50 miles an hour. I'll see you in the next life if you do. If you dare, I'll see you in the next life if you take my dare. But obviously there are certain places where, you see in our videos, we ride through tunnels and open roads. We find open roads even in congested city, even in our congested urban environment. We find open spaces where we can open up the wheel, but those are usually very brief spaces. So overall, if you're in a city like DC and other crowded, congested cities around the world, you're in a city like that, you're going to want a wheel like this. If you like riding in those conditions like I do, this is going to be your top wheel, and that's why I love the street wheels. But I want the most badass street wheel that I can possibly get my hands on, and that's this one. You know, that's this one. I do plan to cop a few road going wheels. I have some on order, you know, a couple of road going wheels on order that I'll add, you know, to the stable and ride those when I want to go long distance. I'm really looking forward to the EXN. I think that one is a very interesting wheel because it strikes me as it is a road going wheel. Its weight and its size and its dimensions and its power makes it a road going wheel. But I think out of all the road going wheels, the Monster Pro, the Bigodi X suspension, the Veteran Sherman, out of all of the Monster V3, out of all of those road going wheels, I think the EXN is going to be the most streetable. If you kind of understand where I'm coming from with that, it's going to be the most streetable of those wheels. It's going to be the one that does the street thing the best. You know, the most streetable of all the road going wheels, and that's going to be an interesting place for it. That's going to be that's an interesting placement in my opinion, because I'm curious to see how I'll react to a wheel like that. If the XN will replace all the street wheels that I like and ride, if I'll prefer to take that out on a G-Mob and leave the street wheels at home. Is it good enough for me to do that with? You know, I mean, I don't know if it's going to be that good. I don't know if it's going to dynamically make me want to do that, to leave the MSS at home if I'm G-mobbing through DC. You know, I don't know. I don't think so. But, you know, I think out of all, if any of them could, that's the one that will most likely be able to have that kind of effect on me. And I know that it's going to be a very fast wheel. But I kind of like the gnarly, you know, cantankerous attitude that this wheel promises. Man, and I can't wait to test it. And I'm gonna get on that. I'll shoot some more videos and update y'all, man. Let me get on, put some air in this tire, changing this pedal, you know, seeing where I am with my charge. Matter of fact, I can do that while I'm here with you guys. See what's going on with it. Trying to connect this baby to the app. I gotta set the calibration. You can hear the tire squeaking. I'll tell you how low it is. It is a little tire, but it's like that. And yeah, there's not much air in that thing. So yeah, man, I'm gonna get on a few things, and I'll let you guys know how much I'm loving this wheel. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna love it. It's just, you know, a matter of how much, levels, relative things. Yes, sir. Peace.